We're here at the NFL Combine, and today we want to take a look at some of the pass rushers who could make sense for the Ravens in this year's draft. Now, the Ravens were second in the NFL in sacks last year. Both Odafe Owe and Kyle Van Noy topped double digits in sacks last season, so it's not like pass rusher is a massive need, but something that I've learned in watching the Ravens is that they are always looking to restock at that spot, and the draft is a great way to get that done. So two players that I'll point to. The first one would be a first-round pick for the Ravens, and that's Texas A&M's Shemar Stewart. NFL draft expert Daniel Jeremiah actually mocked Stewart to the Ravens in his latest mock draft. He's somebody who looks like he was grown in a lab. I mean, he is built to be a pass rusher, 6'5", 280 pounds, just a chiseled guy. Athleticism is off the charts, and I do think he has the potential to rise up the boards based on what he does here in Indianapolis, because he's such an athletic player who I think is going to attract the attention of a lot of teams. Now, the big question on him is not a lot of production in college, only 4.5 sacks in his college career, but those measurables that he brings to the table are something that I think is going to be really alluring for NFL teams, and he could be a good fit for the Ravens in this defense. Another player that I'll point to, and he would probably be a day 2 option for Baltimore's Jack Sawyer out of Ohio State. He was kind of a heart and soul guy for this national championship defense, came back to Ohio State last year, was a leader of that team, and was really one of the best players on that entire group throughout the run in the playoffs to that national championship. Now, his measurables aren't going to jump out like Stewart's, but he still is a really gifted player, had 23 sacks in college, had 4.5 sacks, 6 pass breakups, and a huge scoop and score touchdown for Ohio State in their run to that national championship. So he is somebody who has put up a lot of production as well. As it stands right now, he's ranked as the 48th best player on Jeremiah's big board. So is he going to be there for the Ravens at the end of the second round? That's a question. He may not make it to that point. Potentially they could have to go up and get him in the second round if they really liked him. But if he were to be there, he's the type of player and leader who I think could be a really good fit on this Ravens defense. So those are two guys, Jack Sawyer out of Ohio State and Shemar Stewart out of Texas A&M, who I think could be good pass rushers that fit the Ravens in this year's draft.